Live from Radio Row in New Orleans. We run this place. Ike Reese, how you feeling, brother?
Brother Spike, feeling good. Listen,
Yeah.
one day closer to Sunday glory. Just understand that one day closer to Sunday glory. Super Bowl 59. Can't wait. Jackie Baseball, get it together.
Get it together, Jack.
Get it together over there. Holla at your boy.
A lot of questions for me about how close we are to opening day. And I told every single one of them, I said, not this week.
Yeah!
I said, not this team. But then I did say 55 days till opening day.
This guy is dialed in over here. You locked in, Jack.
Happy anniversary, by the way.
To the Super Bowl.
Yes.
In 2018.
Yes.
For the 2017 season.
Yes.
That we won.
That you still can't figure out which you want to call it, the 2017 Super
Well,
Bowl.
it's difficult because you say the Super Bowl in 2017 and everybody knows what you mean, but it did happen in 2018.
Yeah, I know. I think you just say 17.
17.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we are.
We count about where it started at.
Right, right. Not where it ended.
Yeah, not where it ended.
Even though we like where it ended. Yeah, well, okay.
All
215.
All right, big show, big show, big show, big show, big show. First of all, there's a lot more people here today, so 5:30 Creed is going to be excellent.
Yes.
But
a lot of head turners there, Spike.
It is Tuesday, and even though we get a lot more Elliott this week, we cannot pass up on Tuesdays with Elliott. So that happens at 3. Brian Mitchell, not Brian Mitchell, Brian Westbrook. I do that every time.
It's close.
Brian Westbrook joins us at 4 o'clock, and the Top 5 will be at 5 o'clock. Now, this show this week is a lot about this Sunday. But something is going on that leads us to think about next season, and that's the fact that Kellen Moore, all signs are pointing to Kellen Moore being the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, which means the Eagles will be in need of a new offensive coordinator again. Yeah. And it seems like the leader in the clubhouse is pass game coordinator Kevin Patullo. So, what do you think of the fact that the Eagles staying internal and going with Patullo as pass game coordinator?
Actually, hearing this, I'm happy to hear this. This is good news to me because consistency is what this team has lacked at that position. Although they found a way to have success most of those years, I still have 2023 in the back of my mind. I still also have 2018, 19 in the back of my mind as well. Hell, even 2020.
Yes.
We hired a guy. I don't think he ever called one play.
Wait, who was 2020?
Kangaroo.
Oh, right. I forgot about that guy. Totally. Yes.
Yeah. We hired a guy. I never even saw him. I don't think he called one play.
Yep. It was a weird year.
Yeah.
Yep.
He brought Marty Morningwig back. It's been crazy. So having some consistency and some familiarity, I think is huge for all these guys. I know we'll focus in on the impact it has on Jalen. You can't ignore that he's had so many different coordinators and different offenses. He's had to learn different terminology. He's had to learn that this will give him a chance to at least build on what he's done this year. Regardless of what you think about what he's done this year, he'll have a chance to build on that with the same offense, same personnel, same terminology. And I would imagine that bodes well for him and returning back to the Jalen we saw in 2022. Maybe that's the last time he had 2 straight years. Yeah, Shane Steichen in 21 and then 22. Yep. So you saw what he looked like in 22. The proof is there. You get this guy a second year in the same offense, he's an MVP candidate.
Take a deep breath over there. Take a deep breath.
Was he not?
No, he was.
He was an MVP candidate.
Different player.
All I can do is go with the evidence. And the evidence says the facts. This is what Elliott says. I can't wait till he comes on. Sure,
did you just use Elliott and facts in the same sentence?
What Elliott says. He says, listen, you got to go with the results, the facts that are there. And the facts say when he had a coordinator for 2 years straight, he played at an MVP level. That's what the facts say.
All right. Well, I don't agree with you. So to me, to me, here's how I'm looking at it.
Yes.
And
Oh, damn, we got cameras on us today?
Oh, yeah. Yep, you better look good.
Man, let me put my damn glasses on.
Yeah, come on.
Make sure the camera.
All right. I didn't realize
I think you're looking at that
glasses. One. Yeah, you think about the night glasses.
Right. You should have brought those.
Yeah.
You should have brought those.
Well, but the difference is, like, he needs those glasses.
Yeah, the ones I got on I actually need.
And I hope the camera stays on for the reads.
When he puts
when he gets down to the tip of the nose.
Yep. Old man Ike.
I hate y'all.
Old man Ike.
Go ahead, man.
So here's what I'm thinking about the offensive coordinator thing for the Eagles. The pass game has, since 22, got worse from 22 to 23 and got worse from 23 to 24. We are the 29th ranked passing team in the NFL this year. And it has worked, but it is not optimal. You know, you could say they've won, so it's worked, but I think we would all agree that even with Saquon Barkley, even with the offensive line being as good, we'd want the pass game to be more effective than it was this year. And I think that the hiring of the offensive coordinator moving forward for the Eagles is basically about one thing. It is about getting as much as you can out of Jalen Hurts. How can we optimize everything this guy is and everything he can be? And while the team was very successful this year, I do not think they did that. Now, I'm not going to blame Kevin Patullo just because he's the pass game coordinator that it's on him. There's several people above him, including Jalen, that are responsible for the pass game. But I would bring in external people as many times as I could. I don't care about consistency if consistency isn't good enough, right? Like, there's no people don't just want consistent. People want consistently good. There's a difference. You can keep the same guy in there for 5 straight years, and it doesn't mean it's going to work. You know, Baker Mayfield's had 8 different offensive coordinators, I think, in 8 years. He threw 40 touchdowns this year, right? So this year, from a passing standpoint, was just not good enough. And I am not confident. I don't know Kevin Patullo. You know, we don't know what his input is. We don't know if he wants to do something totally different than what they've done.
Sure.
Maybe it is. But my gut tells me is that they should go external and find somebody with a little more pedigree. And if you lose them, you lose them. But, like, this is a year-to-year league, right? Like, we got to win every year that we're here. So I would say go external. 215-592-9494. Are you okay with the Eagles staying internal with the next offensive coordinator with Kevin Patullo, or would you like them to look outside the organization? Before we get to the phones, Jack, where are you on this?
Yeah, so this is concerning that this is their first idea is to go internal for this. And it reminds me way too much of the Doug Press-Taylor thing. Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patullo, that seems like the Doug Press-Taylor relationship. And I think that this team, this would signify to me that Nick has more control than I want him having like that much control. I like this current situation with where Nick is at. So I think it would be a mistake to stay within the organization. And I think that there's a lot of smart offensive coordinator minds out there that can come in here and, hey, maybe it's a different voice. Maybe they do find something else in the passing game. I think just staying status quo is a mistake, and I don't think that's how they got here. I mean, they got here because they went outside the organization and hired Kellen Moore.
You know, the interesting thing about what you said is that I do think Nick has earned the right to have maybe more of a say than he had last offseason when he was on the verge of getting fired and they thought about it. I think he has gotten to a place where he earned it, but I don't buy this one, you know, this particular decision. And look, if this ends up being where they go, we will see what the results are. All right, 215-592-9494. Do you want the Eagles to stay within the organization for the next offensive coordinator and hire Kevin Patullo, or look outside the organization?